My name's Armand. It's really nice to have you all here. So many new faces and really excited to talk to you about our club.
So this is Tech for Good. I'm Annika and I'm the secretary, and I guess.
Yeah, so we're Tech for Good. And this is like our team of officers, although only 2 of us are here right now. Due to scheduling conflicts, the other 4 couldn't come. But yeah, I'm the president and Annika is our secretary. And first off, I'd like to ask you all a question, since I feel like everyone might have a interesting perspective on our club's name, Tech for Good. What is Tech for Good? What do you guys think of when you hear the name of our club? So if anyone wants to volunteer, would love to hear someone's response. Yeah.
I would think like maybe reaching out to the community and using like any sort of resources that we have involving technology, maybe like going to elementary schools and teaching them how to code, etc.
That's a great answer. Yeah.
Using technology both to like help, but also like creating or thinking of ideas that we can use technology or create new technology to help.
Great answer. Anyone else want to provide an answer? Well, you guys are probably waiting for me to explain. So, Tech for Good is an org all about doing social good in tech. So we as students, we're trying to leverage our backgrounds or our interests in tech to make impactful work that can drive a positive social change in our community or even in the greater society that we live in. Anything you want to add to that? Or?
I mean, like a big thing about us is we like to help our local community, see how can we help the community around us. So a lot of on-campus stuff and a lot of GMU community, as well as we do local things around Fairfax as well.
Yeah. Sorry, it's kind of noisy out there. But yeah, so the main breakdown of how our club works is we have like 4 main components. Firstly, we run projects. Secondly, we run collabs with other orgs and other people. Thirdly, we have this program called Explore, where we'll go into detail about that soon. And fourthly, we have, I guess, fun things we do. So we're gonna dive right into discussing what we are talking about here. So with projects.
So a pretty foundational part of what we do here at Tech for Good is we do a lot of coding projects. So, for instance, last year we worked on something called Let's Lunch, which was an app based in Python and Kiwi, with the goal of kind of bringing people together during lunchtime to kind of fight that mealtime loneliness you might feel on a commuter campus. So that was one of our initiatives last year. From last year, we're working on continuing a project called Recipio, as well as starting some new projects, which we will brainstorm in our project brainstorm sessions. We'll have actually tomorrow and Thursday, and that's a great place to, if you have any ideas that you want to present, want a team to work on with, that's a great place to present those, and hopefully we can get some new great projects started this semester.
Yeah. So, Recipio, and we actually have our project manager for Recipio here. Would you like me to give a brief intro, or do you want to?
Oh, you can go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So it's basically a web application that's intended to help mitigate food waste, and it's being worked on with a team of Bela, and last year we had a few other students working on it as well. And yeah, Bela, would you like to expand some more on that?
Yeah, sure. So we worked on this at a hackathon called Hoya Hacks last year, and it was actually us 3 with another member of Tech for Good. And this application is basically just a user will just input a bunch of ingredients, and then this website will just spit out a bunch of recipes that align with that. Last year we worked on it with Flask and Python, but Flask didn't work that well just because of deployment issues. So this year we want to work on it with React. Our goal is to get it done by this semester. And I will share all this information in a document on the Discord, just on the main channel. And there will be like a when to meet to determine where and when we're gonna meet. So yeah.
Thank you, Bela. So yeah, it's a great project, and if anyone's interested, definitely talk to Bela after we finish with the presentation today.
So again, the project brainstorms. This is a great place if you have any ideas you want to work on, or maybe you don't have any ideas, but you want to hear other people's ideas. This is where we'll kick off some of our new coding projects for the semester and the following semesters. Again, that's Wednesday and Thursday of this week. JC room 119. We'll set out reminders in the Discord. You can also sign up on the Mason 360. It's a great collaborative environment, and please, even if you're not like a CS major, you don't have coding experience, it's a great way to discover new ideas and see how we can help our local community.
Yeah, and we have 2 days specifically because maybe some people can't come on like one of the days, so we want to have like 2 options. Or
yeah, you definitely don't have to go to both.
Yeah,
Just
or
one
I
of
mean,
them.
if you want to be that guy and go to both, then that's great too. And but also like Annika said, all majors are encouraged because that's where we can get the diversity of ideas that we need to make like an interdisciplinary impact through our work. So yeah. And the next thing I'll talk about is Explore. So it's basically a program that we're doing, and we started it kind of late last semester, so it's fairly new. But basically, it's like if you want to learn about some things, like if you want to learn about AI, or you want to learn about web development, but you have like no idea where to start, this is a great place to be, because every week we're going to have like a hands-on learning session where people can just learn about a different concept each week, and we'll have like a team of mentors that are able to assist and help with the learning, and yeah, it's really just like a collaborative environment where you can just learn about something each week, something new, and we're gonna be taking like input about what people want to learn as well. So if there's anything specific that you're dying to learn, even if it's like something really niche, we can try and manage that into the schedule. And yeah.
Oh, this is our Tech for Good picnic. It's just a fun little social event, just to get to know some people, maybe have some food, just play some games. That's about it. Hopefully
Yeah.
this will be two weeks from now? 1 week.
It'll be like
Not
2
this Friday,
weekends.
next Friday.
Yeah. So on Friday, September 20th, yeah, we're gonna have a picnic, and we decided on doing this like yesterday. Yeah, even the
Are all of these events that you're sharing in Mason 360 already? And are the other groups or like slash projects separate like categories in Mason 360, or is it under your larger Tech for Good?
The coding projects will not be listed on Mason 360. Those will be determined by like individual project managers or groups. Explore meetings, Mason 360. The major events will be on Mason 360. Some of them are not yet on there, but we will get them up as soon as we can.
Yeah, so some of them are still in the process of being approved, so they'll be listed on there for like our general events. And yeah, so yeah, this is just like a picnic like we said, so we might have some long games too. It'll be fun. And this is a workshop that we're doing for Hack Overflow as well on Friday, September 27th to Sunday, September 29th. Anyone here familiar with Hack Overflow? Yeah, a few people. So for those that aren't, it's a hackathon, and I'll also ask, who here is familiar with a hackathon? Okay, more people. So yeah, it's a hackathon, and I'll explain a hackathon first. Basically, it's an event where you code for a set amount of time with like a group of people or by yourself, and it's happening. Hack Overflow is a hackathon that's focusing particularly on hardware design, and yeah, it's a great opportunity to learn about hardware if you're new to it. We're actually hosting a workshop there, so we're gonna have a workshop about AI and Microsoft Azure during that weekend, so you'll see us as well if you do want to participate. But yeah, definitely a great opportunity. And then another event we're having basically the Monday after that weekend. So we're having a guest speaker. If you want to take a look, this is basically some of his accomplishments and leadership experience, but he's worked in several companies including AWS, Samsung Mobile, Microsoft, and has very notable achievements. And we're gonna be hosting him at our club at the end of this month. So if you've ever had any questions you wanted to ask about someone that's basically done it all in the tech/ed tech world, this is your guy, and we're gonna be able to talk more about that in the like after the meeting if anyone wants to learn more. And then in October, we're having a coding retreat. Essentially, it's like a weekend thing. It's like, I think it's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which the 14th is a Monday, but it's also a holiday. And we're gonna be doing like our coding and assignments, and then we'll also be having like mindfulness breaks in between, and we're gonna be trying to get guest speakers to provide some insights about certain knowledge points. And yeah, it's gonna be spearheaded by a friend named Basira, and she is currently not here yet, but she's gonna be coming later if anyone's interested to talk to her and talk to me about that to learn more. And then our final GBM, we still have some other events that we might plan in between, but we're set on the final GBM being on November 20th, which is a Wednesday from 4:30 to 6:30, and it's gonna be in the same room, and it's gonna be in the room over there behind you guys too, because that wall is foldable and you can open it. So we're just gonna be talking about our semester highlights, future plans, and any feedback that anyone has about how the year went, how the semester went, and how we can improve for the next half of our year.
We'll also be holding a final study session in the week of finals. It's a great place. I mean, it'll be in the same place, that room too, so we have lots of room to spread out. We'll have some boba, we'll have some music, just writing it out for our finals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if anyone wants free boba and food and like a nice place to study with other peers, with lo-fi beats in the background, this is the perfect opportunity. And then one other thing we're excited to announce is a mentorship program that we're starting at Tech for Good. And more info will be announced soon about this, but these are the list of our mentors that we currently have, and I'll briefly run through everyone. This first person here, her name is Wijdain, and she's the president of Girls Who Code. The second person is Daksha, and she is the president of Social Sandbox and also a Mason influencer. This third person, he goes by GK, and he is a recently graduated master's student who is also an entrepreneur. The fourth person is Walid Raza, the founder of the CS Club at Mason. And the fifth person is Zayed Hamid, who was the student commencement speaker for the last graduating class, spring 2024, and former advisor to the student body president last year. And the sixth person is the student body president last year, aka Paul Weish, and these are all really great people that I feel like would have strong feedback and advice regarding their respective disciplines and what you guys might be interested in learning more about. So we're gonna have more info about the mentorship program soon, but these are the people, and we're happy to announce that. And one other thing, I guess, that kind of categorizes into the fun aspect of our club is the culture we have surrounding hackathons. So ever since like last year, we've kind of started going to hackathons like as club members, kind of unofficially, organizing it in the Discord. So if you've ever been, who here has been to a hackathon? Like raise your hand if you've ever been to a hackathon. So probably like 80% of the people here have not been a hackathon yet. And I hope that there's one thing that we can, I guess, take away from, you being a part of our club after the semester. I hope that it is that you guys can go to a hackathon and you can team up with other members in our club, because we love going to hackathons together. So yeah, like I said, it was like many of the people's first time going to hackathons, like after we started organizing these at our club. And some of the hackathons we've been to are like schools like UVA or UMD, as well as kind of further out like Cornell or Harvard. So yeah, we have a nice track record of going to these. So if anyone's interested, shoot a message in the Discord and be like, yo, who's trying to team up? And then last kind of one of the last things is we are looking for people who are potentially interested in joining our officer team. So what that means is like people that want to plan out everything that we're doing, like all of our events and stuff. We want to have people that can help us with that. So if you are interested, like if you like the idea of our club, and a lot of people are new here, but you know, I promise it's not as as overwhelming as it may seem given the amount of events I just throwed out at you. But yeah, it's really a pretty chill opportunity to have leadership experience. So if you're interested in shadowing us and potentially becoming an officer, definitely talk to us because we're looking for people to intern in our officer team.
This
So
would definitely be a great opportunity for
Yeah.
a freshman and sophomore, since a lot of us are juniors and seniors and will be graduating soon. So anyone who's up and coming, it would be great to have you.
yeah, so that's that. And yeah, I think we kind of got through everything, but some final remarks are, please join our Discord if you're not in there already. We're gonna have a QR code and it's gonna show it at the like very last slide. So join our Discord because that's the #1 way to stay connected with each other. And also we're gonna have a form that we're gonna post on our Discord. So you don't have to do any form right now because, you know, I think most people like, you know, will ask people to do a form and then they'll head straight to the snacks and they won't do the form. But promise me you'll do the form if you join the Discord tonight. And that will help us, you know, cater toward everyone the best way we can. So fill out the form, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for coming today.
Yeah, do we want to open the floor to questions?
And yeah, anyone have any